in right at the end of the foundation in-person instructor training here at Pole Dance Studio. So just chatting. You've all completed your course, so now we're just waiting for Leslie to give you all individual feedback. So have you got some words just really to say other people that may who be thinking about joining instructor training? Obviously you've all come from being a student, and it's a big step, you know, taking that next step to being an instructor. So Sinead, would you like to say anything?
Yeah, I really found that the course exposed a lot of flaws in my teaching that I didn't realise were there, so I feel like I'm ready to be a better instructor now.
Awesome. Yeah. Anything specifically?
Just things that I thought were really easy, like grips. So for example, I was ready to do the split grip and a lot of moves that I didn't think was a strength move. I thought it was just balance. But from coming to the course, I've realised that actually that's quite difficult for a lot of beginners, which is what's stopping them from getting a lot of moves.
Yeah,
so now I've learned to baseball grip a lot of basic moves, so I can teach those more effectively.
Yeah, excellent. And what's your name? Catherine?
I just think that I've learned a lot of simple things like that I didn't think were like, you know, important before, but now I've learned that they are important and they're worth learning, because you do learn a lot from this course that you think is just common sense sort of, but you just learn it whilst you're doing pole, and then you realise that beginners won't know that, so I've learned stuff like that.
Yeah. Good. Anything from you guys?
I think it's been nice to be able to learn the regressions and progressions from certain moves, so like different ways you can have your legs, or ways that you can break it down if people are finding stuff different.
Yeah, and different transitions.
Yeah, and I think that's actually one of the key points of being a good instructor, is having that ability to just quickly adapt and change your teaching style depending on the student you have in front of you, to keep the continuity of the class going as well. Because if you suddenly don't have, and that comes with experience, by the way, you know, you get more and more ideas the more and more you teach, because you know there's more and more students that give you challenges, and you might not get that in, you know, the first 6 months of teaching. That will come, and we're continually growing as an instructor, which is really exciting as well.
Yeah, I just feel like it's really improved my confidence in teaching as well, because you learn, like, say, the names of, for example, grips that maybe before I just would have been like, oh, so do this, whereas now you can address it as the name of the grip.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
Yeah.
And again, I think that brings it back to structuring it, doesn't it? Structuring the class, and doing your lesson plans, how important lesson plans are right at the beginning of your teaching career. If you all have books, I don't know if Leslie mentioned, all have a little book and write down your lesson plans, and you can go back to them and make little notes at the end of your first lesson and say, wow, yeah, that worked for me, or no, that didn't quite flow in the middle, maybe I could change this move to that move because I gave them too many pole grips, for example. And write little notes to yourself. You know, it's your Bible that will keep you going and becoming a great instructor.